ho out here.
Woo! I'm so sorry.
I was like, what?
I see your face. You was like, it is me. I'm the only one.
Yeah. Yeah, let me
See, I'm the only one. Oh my goodness. Welcome back, Weedies. Welcome back. Welcome back. I think y'all gonna like this episode that we got for y'all. You feel me? It's gonna be excellent. It's a think piece about cannabis, age appropriate usage. I'm sorry, I got something in my eye. So we're gonna be doing a lot of dialogue today, a lot of conversing. I can't. I got everybody. Just hang on. And we're back. All right. So, rise and grind, twist and roll, light your blunts, and prepare for the show. Let's get lit. It is Wake with BakedMarys, starring
Stupid. Pop up for me. It's your girl, Baked. Good morning, y'all.
They call me King Goddess.
Hey, Mom.
and it's your gazelle, young Goldilocks, there one and
Damn
only.
right.
And you are waking with Baked Marys. Happy to be here with you guys. Top of the morning to you. Oh,
Top
hey,
of the
mommy.
morning. Top of the morning. Top of the
My
morning.
mother's on, you guys. My mother
Hey,
says hello,
Phil.
everyone. So we got to make sure to put on the show because I sure been talking immensely about our podcast. So she's ready to come on and see what we're working with this morning.
Hey,
So
Mama.
let's show her what BakedMarys is all about.
Okay, welcome to season 2.
Welcome to season 2, guys. We've been here about a couple of episodes now, and I think we're doing well.
I think we're doing really well. No, for real. We're doing really well. So once again, we're going to be talking about cannabis and age appropriate usage, and let me kind of explain what we mean by age appropriate usage. Once again, this is a think piece, so we don't have any sections, and this is my point, your point. We're literally having a dialogue. It's nothing but
A
conversation going on. I wanted to make sure I had said the right word. It's nothing but a conversation going on. So once again, let me explain to you guys what we mean by age appropriate usage. Pretty much, in your opinion, at what point, at what age, honestly, because we having a real conversation here, at what point, at what age do you feel it's appropriate to use marijuana? And it's literally that simple. At what age? You know what I'm saying? Do you feel like it's acceptable or appropriate? You know what I'm saying? Or reasonable for someone to be smoking marijuana. Now, a lot of us, you know what I'm saying, we started smoking weed at a very young age. You know what I'm saying? 16, 17 years old. Some of us have been smoking since we were 14, 15 years old. Hell, some people have been smoking since they were fucking 11 and 12. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we mean by what in your mind do you feel like is age appropriate? Now, me personally, I'm gonna keep it a book. I'm all for advocating for weed. I think it's beautiful for everyone to use if they so choose. However, I feel like 11 and 12 years old is still too damn young to be smoking weed. Too young.
as long as I ain't even fully developed yet,
Too young.
in my opinion.
And if marijuana, you know what I'm saying, is something that is a factor, then there's because marijuana cannabis can be used in different ways. So there are different methods. If a child that is 11 and 12 has the appropriate need, you know what I'm saying, or a condition where they're using marijuana, you know what I'm saying, in their everyday routine. But actually smoking the flower at 11 and 12 years old,
Is that hell now for me, cuz?
it's a hell to count off.
But that's like,
Let me roll up.
And they be rolling up and don't even know how to read, but they be knowing how to roll up.
girl, don't even be knowing how to. That's exactly
What y'all said, Mo? Don't even know PEMDAS.
Don't know PEMDAS.
don't know them lies.
You can tell me about some goddamn gas, but
You
you
know
can't
about
tell me
Zah.
about a plot
They know
diagram.
about they know about
Yeah.
Zah. They know
Yeah,
about
you can
Zah.
tell me about Zah, about the Garden of Eden and
Yeah.
shit, but you
You
can't
see,
tell me what a plot diagram is. The rise and action, the climax,
is it?
Don't know no
the
image plus
fall in
B.
action, the
Don't know
conclusion.
Pythagorean. Don't know Pythagorean theorem.
Look.
Nothing. We ain't doing no science experiments, no goddamn hypothesis, no controlled and uncontrolled variables, none of that.
And why these babies they stress that they feel like they gotta smoke at 11, 12 anyway?
I mean, they do. I ain't gonna lie. It's different than it was back then. But like, I ain't even much know what weed was back then. At that
I ain't
age,
gonna lie to
like,
you. I'm not gonna lie to you, Mariah. Some of these babies, they don't get to be, they don't have a childhood. They
No,
don't
we
get
could
to
be
be a
babies.
kid.
they don't
They
get to
don't
be
get to be
keeping
You right.
kids.
kids.
They don't. So they dive into other shit. That's
I
a good
really
thing
feel
to do
like at
though.
the younger ages, though, it's just being aesthetic. It just being aesthetic that they trying to hold up to or look cool,
Yeah, let's cool.
trying
Social
to keep up with
media,
the Joneses and everything. Yeah,
but they don't
definitely.
understand. Like, they're kids looking at grown-ups on social media. Like, y'all not supposed to be keeping up with them. Like, just because y'all are
That's also
starting
true too.
early, like, these are still adults. Just because they sing music that you like, they're still adults. Like,
Yeah.
y'all not in the same boat at all.
Yeah, and
I hear no
considering you
lies
only
being
got to
told.
be, what, is it 18 or 21 that you're
I
able
think it's
to
actually
buy
being
tobacco
illegal to
products?
buy real tobacco.
I
Yeah, no,
still
to buy
think at
tobacco now in
18 is
Texas, you have to be 21 now.
I
Yeah,
think
you
it's
got to
21.
21 now.
about cigarettes.
I feel
Anything,
like 21 is
21.
decent. 18, I still feel, I ain't gonna say I feel like it's still too young. However, if you do start smoking at 18, I think you just need to do your due diligence and make sure you know what you're getting into.
True.
Because even at 18,
Mhm.
hell, 5 years ago, niggas thought they knew everything and they did not. Like, you don't always know everything. So, especially at 18. So, you need to do some deep diving, especially if you want to call yourself a grown up or an adult officially at 18. You need to
Right.
be doing, making adult decisions and doing your research or making sure that you're not getting into some shit you're not ready for. And then you need to just,
Correct.
or talk to an old head or talk to an OG that you already know that smoke. Ask them what's up, like what's the do's and don'ts of smoking, because at 18, I know had I been smoking it, or just had I known, I probably would have been more cautious. I was uh grateful and thankful enough to be smoking around people who actually had my best interests at heart and didn't want to
Right.
fuck me over.
True.
But there's some people out there that be rolling all types of shit in their weed. You
Right. I
can't you
think like
can't trust.
DMX, the first time DMX had weed, he was like 14 and it was laced.
With crack, yeah.
Mhm. So it definitely matters who you're smoking with.
Mhm.
Now, just like
Everybody got
Shaniqua,
different.
I was blessed to be put in a position to be around people, you know what I'm saying, who weren't trying to fuck me over. Because I started smoking at 17 years old. I had just not too long ago turned from 16 to 17 when I started smoking. Um, Once again, I was blessed to have people around me, you know what I'm saying, who knew what they were doing, had been experienced with weed for some time, and they wasn't trying to give me no bad weed or put me in harm's way. Everybody always made sure that I was good, you know what I'm saying? That I made it home okay, whatever the case may be. Taught me how to roll, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Told me what and what to look for, what not to look for, what to do, what not to do, you know what I'm saying? And
Right.
I started smoking. When I first started smoking, I didn't smoke with girls. I didn't smoke with females. When I first started smoking, for a long period of time, when I was smoking around nothing but boys, nothing but boys.
My
And
first
let me
blunt was
let
with
me,
a
let
guy.
me clear it up. When I say I was smoking with nothing but boys, I was invited. Was
Right, right, right.
recruiting. Was
Yeah.
trying to. I was being invited to go smoke. Okay, so let's go ahead and
I want to clear the air on that.
The air. Clear the air.
right,
Air
clear the
clear.
air, right. And I made it home in one piece. Nobody was touching me, none of that. Like I went to get high and I came home.
This
So
is about to look wild. I'm so sorry. I have clothes on though.
Take it
oh,
out.
okay, there we go.
Hey,
Time. Too sexy for my shirt. Too
Look,
sexy for my
I got a
I say I
visor
didn't see
on.
the
I got
wild
a
yet.
shirt on over my body.
Nah, it's humid, so it's been
He's
raining.
in sexist.
Yeah.
But no, most definitely. Like I said, that age does play a factor. And if you have started smoking at a young age, then once again, like we have, you know what I'm saying, expressed, make sure that you're around people who know what they're doing, people, who give a damn about you, and you're learning how to, you know what I'm saying, take care of yourselves and carry yourselves in that type of environment.
Mm-hmm. Because them overdoses nowadays is through the roof.
Yeah.
Did y'all already
Overdoses.
acknowledge Mama comment? Because she said
What
kids are
she
not
say?
kids anymore. They're dealing with real life issues. And
No,
I definitely
seriously.
agree with that. Kids today are dealing with different issues than we was when we was kids.
Like
And they
it's
also smoking at a younger age because, oh, I'm sorry, go ahead, Mariah.
now I'm just like it's just like on a whole different level. Like, cause when I was a kid, like I used to have fun outside. I ain't have a care in the world. So like to see kids struggling, like that, it's like damn, like where are we going?
Where was the disconnect between then and now versus,
Yeah.
what we went through and what they're going through now and how we dealt and how they're dealing? Like what was,
Right.
what's the missing piece between then, their generation and us, our
It's
And
generation?
the
listen,
parents. At least in my opinion, I feel like it's the parents. You know what I'm saying? How the parents are carrying themselves. You know what I'm saying? When your mama and daddy, or when your daddy is smoking weed in front of you, you getting ready to go to school. He got a blunt fire when you getting ready to go to school. Got a blunt fire dropping your ass off. Now you done hopped out the car. You ain't got a backpack. You ain't got a pencil, a paper, or nothing. But you done walked into school smelling like dank.
Smelling like a
right,
pound.
You ain't even smoking, but you smell like weed because that's what your people do. They don't give a shit about no homework that you doing. They ain't give a nigga no school supplies, nothing, nothing. But you sure gonna come into school smelling like weed. So what you think
right.
you gonna do eventually?
I'm trying to figure out what that smell is.
What you think you gonna do?
I know when I was a kid, like I didn't start smoking until I was probably like 19. So when I was a kid though, or when I actually started to smoke, I'll say it like that, I realized that's what that damn smell was. Like my friend's mom, and I don't want to, so we'll call her T. My friend's mom T, like she would roll the seeds. Because either she was rolling seeds or she was just rolling up everything, because like the first time I smelled a seed like burn,
This shit
I was like
stunk.
I was like, this what I was like, this what T was smoking.
Yes.
I'm thinking it's a cigarette, because in our young mind, I'm like, what we would then know. Of course, my
Mm-hmm.
grandmother smoked cigarettes,
Mm-hmm.
so if I see somebody smoking, they're smoking cigarettes. I don't know anything of marijuana at this point. So
Mm-hmm.
when I said I smelled them seeds, and I was like, she did it wrong, because why?
Why
Why?
it
It's
smell like
not
it?
smelling seeds, honey.
Now she did it
She did
But
wrong.
obviously she wasn't
she
caring.
did,
That's what happened. And
girl.
then
And
like
then
We ain't care.
like she used to actually like do it in front of us. So I ain't think nothing because my grandmother smoked cigarettes in front of me. So I don't know
The
quote
difference.
the
unquote smell
difference, right?
difference. Yeah. I'm like, I didn't know anything different until I did it myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, baby, they told me no sticks, no seeds, just green.
Yes. Icky. That's it.
So I was like, why? Why were you rolling seeds, T? Like, why?
Mm.
Make it make sense.
And then
Friend,
like
you
for
high?
me, yo, she hot. I was gonna say me like I honestly this a I would have probably started smoking about at 15 years old, honestly. But the boy that I was dating at the time, um,
Mama, close your ear.
I told him now she if she don't know, she finna know now. But I told him we would get off the bus and stuff, and it was a group of boys. Every morning they would get This is the first time like I knew what weed was. Don't get me wrong, but of course, Dare. Don't do drugs. Drugs are bad. Weed, marijuana is
She
bad.
said,
So
there,
this was my first observation
there they
about
going in the
actually
can lot.
seeing people like smoke weed. So there's a group of boys. I ain't gonna say their name. Group of boys. They used to before the morning. Shaniqua and Mariah, I have been to the bricks in at the house.
At the park,
Yes, at the
down by
park.
the
I have
park.
been to the bricks. They would go down to the bricks in the morning. And when they would come back up, they would look like really like just happy and cheesed out, just yeah, nigga, yeah. Eyes just this, and I'm
Eyes
looking,
blue.
observing. I'm watching niggas. You know what I'm saying? I get on the bus, eating chips and shit, smacking out extra loud. I'm still observing. I'm like, okay, what's going on with these niggas? Every morning they get on the bus, and these ain't no happy niggas. I'm like, every morning they get on the bus, happy as hell, eating chips, like smacking this shit real
Look,
happy. But these not happy niggas. What's going on? So one morning, and then when we would get off the bus in the afternoon, they would go to the same place. They walk off the bus, cross the street, go to the bricks. Okay, cool. So one morning, no, that's another thing. In this particular time, niggas didn't believe in spraying themselves neither.
oh Lord, they just
Girl,
outside.
got on the bus one morning, and the bus, not the bus driver, but like the people that used to be on the bus with the bus driver.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, she got up one morning with the air freshener and was like, I didn't have enough of this shit.
Oh Lord,
Whoever y'all is that's getting on the bus smelling like dank, y'all need to stop and make
not
sure
the
you clear
same.
your smell before you get on the bus, because I'm gonna start writing y'all up. So I'm looking like, oh, that's what you niggas going to do. You niggas are smoking weed. Okay. So maybe some time had passed by. Everybody was
She got
chilling after
invited to the
school.
party.
Yeah, everybody was chilling after school. We all at the park and shit. Everybody chilling. These niggas then passed us up. They headed down to the bricks. So I told my boyfriend at the time, I say, hey, I'm finna go down there and smoke with can't say the name. I'm finna go down there and smoke with such and such. He was like, you about to go do what? I'm 15 at the time. You about to go do what? I said, I'm about to go down there and smoke. What they got going on?
I ain't know.
This man looked at me and said, he was like, if you go and smoke weed with them, I'm gonna tell your mama that you smoking
Oh
weed.
hell. She had somebody looking out. I ain't mad for the lookout.
He
But
was like, I'm gonna tell your mama. I was like, I'm gonna tell your mama that you smoking weed.
Tattletale that.
Right. I was like,
she said I only got invited.
I
She
ain't
said I
even
can't
get invited.
even
I ain't get
She
invited. I
was
was about to go in the room
inviting
like, what y'all
herself.
doing down here?
She was inviting herself.
Right. They would have let me smoke though.
he said I just wanted to go see.
So thus, at 17 years old, here I
You made
was
it to the bricks.
smoking weed. Now I made it to a house party.
Oh Lord.
It's a house party.
But look though. So I just wanted to point out this comment because it's important, right? So if you
Yeah.
have kids, how do you keep your kids from knowing what you do? Because exposure is everything. I
Definitely.
had an auntie. I'm just gonna say it like that. But I had an auntie who partakes in the smoking of cannabis. And when we were kids, we didn't know that that's like I found out a lot of things as I continued to smoke. I'll say it like that. But as a kid, like they would literally, well, their house is like actually big. So there's a portion of the house where we can be on one side and they can be on the other side. And literally things that we know today as, making sure we don't get out the room, like they would have a towel at the bottom of the door, and they would just go. All of a sudden, she's cooking or whatever, but they would go in the room, have their party, if you will, come out. Everyone's hungry now. So she's making food. Everything's just different. Like I never knew that my aunt smoked
We didn't put two
until
and two together until we start doing stuff.
we smoked together. I didn't know that, like that's what was going on because they I would say took it upon themselves to make sure that we weren't around when they did it.
They made sure you guys were still kids.
Still being kids, exactly. And you
Now,
know,
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Tucker. Go ahead.
I was just gonna piggyback off of that, being parents and stuff. Like your mama had made that comment, like that stuff is super important because these kids are so impressionable and they pick up on
Mhm.
everything. And like y'all said, with social media and stuff, it's easier for them to know stuff
See,
without having to even ask us as parents. So I think like one time we had Thanksgiving at my house or whatever, and my dad, was smoking hookah. So, it's hookah or whatever. We didn't think nothing of it. And then so, the kids, they walking around talking about
making the impressions
yeah. So they acting
because
like they
kids are
smoking,
impressionable.
like they smoking a cigarette, doing something like I'm like, no, no,
Can't
buddy.
do that.
Like even though it's nothing, it's not illegal or nothing like that. Like just the act of, I guess, quote unquote, smoking. I don't want my child in a child's place to think that the
That's
act
okay.
of smoking anything right now is okay.
Because if I see mommy do it,
Yeah,
like I can't hide.
exactly. And that's not a child conversation even for them to be talking about around their friends because other adults do listen and then be wondering what you doing at home.
But you
And
talk
don't
about it in front of your kids.
yeah, exactly. And then you'll question me as a parent, and like I said, children just get different things misconstrued or whatever the case may be. When you could be innocent, but they thinking you smoking something around your child, it ain't nothing but a little hookah.
And here we are.
That
Now
ain't
you
no
in
but
the
little
Oh,
principal
they
hookah.
calling
office.
CPS or whatever the case. Who
Now
knows?
you at the principal office
So
because
That's what
now
I'm
on the
he in
flip
there.
side of that, I feel like the other side too, because y'all made some really good points. Now, from on the flip side to it, this is definitely depending on age too. I feel like the type of world that we live in, especially like y'all said with social media and stuff, I feel like it's also good to bring awareness to children
Mm,
too. Definitely at a certain age. I'm not talking about the babies
yes.
that's 4 or 5 years old because
Maturity. It comes with
they can't
maturity.
comprehend, they don't
Yes.
understand what's going on. But I'm talking about the
Hmm.
older kids
Maturity
who might
is
be like that
important.
8, 9, 10 mark. I feel like awareness is good right now because, like you said, it's not nowhere that they can go at this point in the
That ain't not
world where it's not being shown. You know what I'm saying? So
correct.
I'd rather my child be aware. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather you be aware because you're gonna be exposed to it either way. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying necessarily that it's gonna be exposed in your face. You know what I'm saying? But it could be
But
exposed
it's
when you
going
get
to
to
be
school. You
somewhere.
probably hear people talk about it. My mama, my daddy, my auntie. You know what I'm saying? I want my child to be aware of. I ain't even talking about weed, just weed in general. I feel like awareness in this day and age is very, very, very important, just as the exposure. Because who better to explain to your child than you? You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Don't do
You
this.
the first
This is
teacher.
what this means. This is what this is. When you hear this term, this is what they're talking about. This don't do this or don't say that. You get what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? Bringing awareness
Or this
versus
is the correct terminology. You
guilting
know what
them,
I'm
and then they
saying?
get out into the
Like,
world and they looking like, oh, what the fuck is this? Let me try. They
Right.
trying to try everything. Versus the
Because they
person
don't
who's
know.
aware, you know what I'm saying? If you are going to indulge in it, it'll be a choice. It won't be because you was ignorant to it. I feel like awareness, once again, is very, very important.
no, big
I
facts.
don't see no lies told, man.
Big facts.
You got to
Because
like
who better to learn from?
this day
Exactly.
and age, bro. You got these kids got to be prepared for what's coming
Yeah.
because
I'd
they
rather
not
teach my
growing up in the
child
same world that
something
we grew up
than,
in. They're just
yeah,
not.
than somebody out there because I don't know what the people out there gonna be telling them. It could be
Exactly.
wrong as
And you
hell.
don't
It
want
could be
you don't
loud
want that
and
you
wrong.
teaching your kids more than you.
Yeah.
When
Hello.
especially you've been through certain things. So like I'm big on answering questions. I don't have kids yet. Let me just throw that out there. But a lot of I'll say adults that I have seen, like when kids ask them questions, they feel like at certain ages, like it's inappropriate to ask a question like that. So with me, like I said, I don't have kids yet, but I would like to be able to, when they have questions or whatever their question may be, maybe I feel a way about what they're asking about, but I would rather provide them with that information versus them going somewhere else and getting that.
Mm-hmm.
You
because
always want your
I
kids
will
to
be
be able to
mama.
come and talk to you and ask you questions.
Yeah, I want them. It's the open door. When I have kids, it's the open door policy because of things that I did not have. Like I
Yeah.
want to be able to provide them with, I'll say, a bit more on the knowledge scale of things that I lack and things that I would say that I needed growing up.
Definitely.
It all comes back to when you really think about it, the grand scheme of things, it all kind of comes back full circle to the same points. You know what I'm saying? Awareness, guidance. Because at the end of the day, you can shelter them kids as much as you want to. Whenever they at
Right.
that age where they can break their chain and get loose, they gonna do it anyways. They gonna
And they're
do
gonna try
it anyways.
everything, because
Mm-hmm.
they don't know anything. They don't know how. Like you're telling them, I would tell them the whole damn thing, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So if I'm informing them of how certain things could essentially affect them in the real world, when they get to the real world, that's already a thought in their head. My mama said this,
Yeah.
that, and the third. Like maybe, the actual thought of trying it still may come into play, but they would already have, I'll say, had a conversation about what it is that they
But
trying to
it'll
even
be
go
their
into.
choice. It won't be
Exactly, it'll
because
be
they
their
didn't
choice
know or
if
because they ignorant of it. It's because they solely made a
they
choice.
chose to do that. Yeah,
And at the end of the day, when you make choices, whether good or bad, them hoes come with consequences. So when you made this choice, you knew because you were aware, you know what I'm saying, of everything
already.
that's gonna come with that this is what was gonna happen. So
Exactly.
now the question is, why did you do it?
Because at that point, it has to be related to something you already know. You know what I'm saying? Because I made you aware as your mother or as your parent. I've already made you aware. So why did it? Why did it come into play? And me, because I think about me smoking now. I don't think that I would stop smoking as I continue to grow. That's me. This is personal. Um, but I don't, of course, I wouldn't smoke in front of my kids, but if my kids get to the point of like, wondering about weed or smoking in general, I would rather them smoke there around me, knowing, what I know about cannabis as a whole versus, them going outside and finding something. Like
Somebody that don't know nothing.
I'm gonna go to my weed man.
Exactly.
I'm gonna go to my weed man, someone who I trust. If this something that you want to do, I would rather be observant of that than, just out there trying, like them just going out in the streets doing stuff.
That's
Like
how
you
I
want to
did
smoke
my
weed, you want to see how that's gonna affect you, do that shit right here.
that's how I did my sister when I found out that, you know what I'm saying, my younger sister was smoking weed. I just lifted my wing up because she had already started doing it. What I was gonna do?
You already smoke, right, right.
I
She
just
already
lifted my
outside.
wing up. Okay, well, we're gonna do this. Let me show you how to do it. I'm gonna show you how to dialogue with the weed man when you're trying to get the weed. I'm gonna show you how to roll up. I'm gonna tell you what the terminologies mean. So when it's time to pay, you know the
Cause you don't,
amount
you don't,
and you know
you're
how
not
much
asking
you're
for
supposed to pay
seaweed, Scoop.
Yeah.
because you can't be out here slipping if you're gonna be doing this.
Right. And I don't remember. I don't know if y'all remember, but like I used to smoke a lot in college. Like whenever I started smoking, I don't know what the hell, but it's like I like this. I enjoy it. Right. So I would always have my own weed, and there are literally females who men will talk, because I have a lot of male friends too. So men will talk to you about the females that are essentially cluckers. They walking around here every time somebody got a blunt, their head on it. No,
Oh,
man.
wait, hold on, because you said college. I'm gonna have to point this out. Rod, do you remember when we went to that wild ass Caribbean party where everything was happening around us and everything was going on nonstop? Like every time you turn around, it was
Everything.
going on at this Caribbean party. Anyways, do you remember when we got invited to that big ass session, smoking outside the Caribbean party, and this girl came into the circle, and when I tell y'all her eyes was this low, this girl
Oh,
had no shoes on, and her wig was
hmm,
kind of turned sideways. I'm not lying to y'all. And when I tell y'all, she went up to everybody's face in that session.
like,
Can I hit that?
can I hit that?
Can I hit that
Hell
weed man?
no.
Can I hit
I'm talking
that?
about like, can I hit? I'm
Can I
talking
hit
about
that?
every time, and everybody's literally passing it past her because whoever weed it is do not want her to hit the blunt. And every
Why?
time get past. She in the next person. Can I hit
Can I
that?
hit this?
Can I hit that when you done? Man, nigga, I politely, I was like, this is not for you. This is not for you. Like,
Baby,
go
you
sit
look like
down.
you had enough.
Nah,
You
hell
have
no.
Go
had
sit down
enough.
because you
What you
can't get that
smoking
close
on
to
is
my
not in
face,
this
bro. You can't get that close to me. Go. This
Folks
not
used
for
to be
you.
wilding, like real live, like
Pick
on it.
yourself up and
And
go sit down.
and I knew some niggas that they would smoke, but they would definitely dodge some women. And I used to be like, wow, because I like marijuana and I'm gonna have my weed. So I always got invited to the party.
Now hold on. Let me pause again because it wasn't just the women too. I can remember being
No, it
outside.
was
The
definitely
niggas just
you remember
just standing
community
up
weed.
bumming, waiting for the
Community
blunt.
weed.
Waiting for the blunt.
Community weed,
No
bro.
contribution, no
Community
bars,
weed.
no weed, no nothing.
No Rillo, no lighter.
Community weed is going to go down in history, guys. Because what the fuck was that?
Niggas just standing outside with their arms folded like they about to catch a play, waiting on a blunt to come to them, hoping a nigga say, "Here, you want to hit this? I'm
You want to
watching."
hear this? No.
Not
Don't
mine.
be those people, guys. Don't be those people.
You have your own damn weed.
Hello.
That's the
Natural.
quickest way a nigga gonna invite you to the party again. The weed man loves me too. I love smoking, okay? It's true. The weed man, we were friends, okay? We had sessions together. It's like you just
So definitely made
be
some great.
careful, guys. Be careful. You're
I
going to
just
I
smoke.
ain't gonna lie though.
Was that he started smoking when he was 10?
Ooh,
No, I was being a child at
Shit,
10.
in college we had a weed man that had such pristine weed. We called that nigga official.
his weed was official, and so was he. He was prompt.
I remember hearing about official. I don't think I ever had bought weed from official, but I remember hearing about
He
Well,
was
him.
amazing.
he
Like
must
he
be
literally, he got his name honestly.
Huh?
Nobody else calls him that. We dubbed
That
the
ain't his self proclaimed. This what the street.
hello.
you know what I'm saying? That's how you get a nickname. The streets name you, okay? He
Yeah.
was dubbed official and did everything about it. You see, I appreciate you. Shoot.
But
That's
I really feel like once again, these kids are just like the way we grew up and the way the kids coming up grew up. It's just two different worlds. It truly is. Like y'all said, we were allowed to be kids, and our parents made sure that we were kids. There was a
Mhm.
separation
they
between grown
even
and
look
children.
older, bro. Like, bump that. Like, they look older, so they can pass for fucking adults. Like,
Bro, I can
I'm
only imagine
with the right
14-year-old me.
deal. That's what I'm saying. Like, I had to tell somebody yesterday at the smoke shop, like, bro, I'm about to be 31. Chill
They
out.
do.
He was like,
They do.
Like, nah, they wear makeup, like they wear full face and all they got the lashes going.
all that shit going,
I'm like,
wigs,
no,
wigs, 613,
wigs for sure.
like,
Chapstick, Carmex,
Exactly. Like, bro, I
chapstick.
was like, I probably had a tube top at 15, maybe,
I
but
have two tops right
Baby,
now.
my mama was. If she's still on here, my mama was hard on
Hello, I
me.
couldn't show no
I'm like,
midriff.
My
Raise your
mama was
arms up.
hard on
If you
me.
raise your arms up and I can see your midriff, it's too short.
Put
Nah,
your hands, put
hey,
your fingers down
I'm like,
next
I
to your
was a
side.
tomboy for most of it
man.
anyway. So,
Mm-mm.
like, actual dress itself, I probably put on my first dress when I had my first boyfriend, and I was 16 then, baby. I'm
Yeah.
like,
I didn't have nails until
uh.
homecoming dance, and that was just one time. Little short French tips.
I
I
Boy,
got my
wanted to
nails
cut
done
my
because I feel
bangs.
like on
I
my
wanted to cut me some Chinese bangs in the ninth grade. Nope, I had to settle for color, and that's where the
I ain't
skunks
even had no
begin.
color. My mom,
That's where the skunks
I ain't
begin.
had no
My
color
mama would
till
not let
college.
me cut bangs, Chinese bangs. When I turned 14, so I asked her, could I color my hair? She said, no, you cannot color your whole head. I said, well, if I can't color my whole head, can I color a portion of it? She said, I might think about it. She was like, what color? I said, blonde. She said, you're not doing blonde. I said, brown. I'm talking about when I used to be negotiating.
She was
I used to
quick.
be weighing my mama down. Okay, not blonde and brown. And that is how I got the skunk
Let's
strip
go.
in the middle of my head. You can ask Taylor when we took pictures freshman year. I had a strip in the middle of my head with some
I'm
twists, and
like,
I
bro,
was proud
you
of it.
had a strip freshman
I
year in
had a
college.
skunk right there freshman year. It was brown. It was like dark brown too. You could barely see it. Dark brown.
She's like, but I colored it.
I'm about to say, but it got colored.
Oh man, the days.
Nah, bro, like I ain't gonna lie, I had a like y'all know, like my mom passed when I was 2. So my grandmother raised me and my grandma worked nights. Baby, we ran circles. Okay. We ran circles around my grandma. Now, thank you for everything. But like circles. So a lot of stuff, like I didn't, like I said, I didn't smoke until I was like in college and stuff. But doing stuff, like I had my first tattoo, I was 14. She said, it ain't not I asked. So it ain't like I was just out here doing stuff because I still had a respect level for her, even though like we was really like thugging. I'm gonna say it like that. But I asked, she was like, shoot, which
Bro.
was, of course, she asked me what I was gonna get, and I was like my mama name because I knew I had to, I had to finesse it. Okay, I couldn't be out here like I want a dragon and I want that fire to come down. She was gonna know that, so I was like, I want my mama name. She said, "When you gonna get it at my leg?" She was like, "Well, hell, it's your body." So a lot of stuff, like I really like my
Girl,
grandma had no tattoos. She didn't have no ear. She didn't have her ear pierced or nothing.
they don't
And
believe in that.
they used to be like they was like my grandma was a totally different person with us, versus with them.
Kid, yeah.
Cause it was yeah. We
Girl, they
was
don't believe in
literally
that, especially them tattoos,
outside.
baby. Every time I get a tattoo, my granny be like, marked up your body again, huh?
Yeah. Not talking
Get
about my
that
granny
shit
ain't
out,
have
out
no
in the
You already know
apartment.
not
Get
to
tattoo.
that
just
their
say
body
nothing. Don't say
too.
nothing else to me. Don't say nothing else to you. You know, like what
Girl,
you
she
got
said you got somebody
Your
marking up,
body.
marking up their bodies too. I say, damn.
But my mama then got to a point to tell me where she want to go get a tattoo and her nose pierced. Girl, sit down.
Oh Lord. Not the nose pierce.
My mama got her nose pierced. She done actually got her nose pierced twice.
Sit down.
Look, I'm saying
I'll believe it when I see it.
I ain't gonna say that. 'Cause everybody know that's your mama.
Right, they probably looking like this. That girl, that's her mama. Shit, they look just alike.
Shoot. I like your mama bad. All I gotta say.
Ah, this smoke keep getting by eye. But
I
yeah,
mean, for sure. Like,
what you say?
exactly. I'm
And
reading
then
more comment.
like over the years, like even with my mama, hell, even with my granny uses my cannabis oil. Saying marijuana
Cause
around her is like saying the devil in her home or voodoo. You can't say that shit up in there. They'll rebuke it. But she be using the cannabis oil. My mama,
it feel good, man.
I say my mama, when she found out I started smoking, she was not happy about it. She was not on board with it. None of that. Now she's at peace.
Look, she was one of them that's unlated, like I'm sure.
Mhm.
Fun fact. Me and Mariah actually got cussed out one time because we came in
Quick,
the house and we
quick.
did not spray ourselves.
The
And she
mother's
cussed us
very
out from
willing
the
though,
head to
guys.
the toe in the living room and was like, do not come in my house again smelling like weed.
That one more time.
When I
All
told
I
her,
can
she
say
cussed
was,
us out.
yes, ma'am. Shoot. Cause what you gonna say? No? You gonna do it again?
I was
You
just,
bet you won't do it again.
Right.
So it's a yes, ma'am. Shoot.
oh man, sneaking into the
Girl.
house, when I was high. Not even sneaking into the house, but like when I would come in, like smoke after school or something, to come in like on school night, bro, walking into that damn house, and that woman will be sitting on the couch every time, watching TV, just waiting, bro.
She
She,
always in the living room.
girl, every time, and y'all know my eyes about this low because I done just started smoking. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm just tired. Or going in the house saying, hey, everybody, and walking straight to the room. Hey, y'all. They were literally walking straight to the room, walking to the bathroom, going straight in the bathroom, turn on the shower, turn on the water. I was trying to get myself together.
Nah, for real, but I remember one time it was just a conversation. Well, it was a moment between D, me, and Shaniqua, and we were trying to find which spray to spray, and we had too many choices.
Not with a spray to spray.
Just spray it down. Just give me a damn spray.
I'm about to say, you hit that.
Damn spray.
Spray the
Lord,
air, walk through that bitch.
I'm about to
gotta
say,
walk
you
through.
outside and you just walking really fast back and forth trying to get the spray
Yeah,
out,
then you gotta learn. You like your hair hold it too. You gotta spray that.
spraying the
Yeah.
fingernails,
Baby.
spraying
Wash
your
your
hands, spraying
hands.
your
Especially you
legs.
gotta wash your fingertips because you've been breaking it down. You gotta wash your fingertips.
Go right when you get to the duck spot.
You like knowing you can't smell
That's
shit.
time. No regrets.
Smelling like smelling like cucumber, melon, and cannabis.
Right, hit that hey y'all real quick and hit that abrupt left turn.
That term.
Hey y'all.
Cause I'm gonna go.
Oh my god.
I'm over here. Two-thirds of my mama kids smoke.
Well,
Not Snow Pea.
is it time for the inner smoke shit?
Partake.
It may be. It been time.
Let's go.
Drop that beat.
I do. Yeah, let me see, cause Shaniqua gonna put on feeding the ducks and shit.
Oh my goodness.
Okay,
Did she put it on?
Red?
Not
Oh.
for your ass.
No. We always do it.
I can't even hear. What's going on?
You can't hear it?
Hell nah. It sounds very distant. There you go. I can hear it. I can hear it. It may very well be my shit.
It don't sound good because you're not playing the right one. Play what we need to play.
No, Shaniqua.
That bitch cut it. I am not doing it.
The right one, the one that we need to play. Look at what she said. We need to play. No, bro, leave the ducks at the park. No, Shaniqua.
Leave the duck.
Oh my lord.
I'm sick of it. I seen when the boy moved. When it moved down, I seen feeding the ducks like this. I seen that. No. I'm sick of you and these damn ducks.
I'm sick of you.
You know, still gonna dance.
But I'm still go there.
We need to add our old playlist on here.
With you, I see we can add music.
I can't freestyle. I have no words. Oh, y'all will y'all for this moment.
Years old. $17. You turn the damn ducks down so you can hear me.
What did the ducks do to you? Like, I'm trying to understand.
Every Saturday I keep hearing them. That's what they did.
Huh?
So maybe it ain't the duck's fault.
Whose fault is it?
The damn duck.
When they bring the ducks from the pond to be fed.
Who brings the ducks? Oh,
Shaniqua.
the ducks be chilling. I like to flip the pancakes on the ducks though. That's just me.
Bro, did you take the ducks back to the pond?
No.
She did. I don't even hear no more ducks.
It's my chance. No.
They be stop playing her mother.
She put on night drive. But now I was 17.
The first time I smoked, I was about 19. I had some purple that I didn't know was purple until about 2 weeks after I had smoked it. Because I wondered why the fuck. Like, I don't know what high feels like, but I wondered why the fuck I felt so high.
Like you was floating, like.
It was all the way there.
Yeah.
All the way. My body was loose.
Yeah.
I'm like, my homeboy fell in the tub that night, but I think that was the drink. That was the drink. But he woke up. Yeah, I'm sorry, I ain't gonna tell this story. That's for him to tell. I'm weak.
I was 8
The
Nah, for
first
real, I'm
time
gonna tell
I
you that.
smoked. Oh, go ahead.
Nah, I ain't gonna tell you. You said keep going.
The first time I smoked was my mom. It's our house party. This really don't count, but this nigga gave me a doobie to try, bro. This nigga passed me a doobie and I hit it, and that bitch burnt my lips. So I said, this shit hurt burnt me, and I dropped it.
Bro,
He said, oh no,
man.
you gotta drop the doobie, not the doobie. I was like, girl, I'm watching him look on the ground looking for it. My dumb ass. Because this is my first time smoking. I ain't understand what's going on. I look at this nigga. I say, this shit was small anyways and walked off. That nigga got mad in the I was like, this ain't understand. I was like, this shit was small anyways. Like, I dropped it. It was
You
too
gave my
small.
dog a
Like,
doobie.
it burnt me.
He could have gave you a tip more than he gave you the doobie. Barely can hold that motherfucker. He said, bitch, I am new.
I immediately, I was like, that girl dropped it. I said, bitch, that shit burnt me. I'm doing like this. He on the ground. No, not the doobie. You just gonna drop
What are you looking for? He said, get that back.
looking like it wasn't shit my way.
I ain't even paid attention to that this man had dropped and hit the ground trying to look for the doobie. I was small anyway. It's like, what the fuck?
It wasn't shit.
That be related.
Oh,
little ass shit. Had me burning my goddamn so I was on my lip.
You didn't walk off. He on the ground.
Oh Lord.
Oh my god, bro.
That ain't it.
Oh Lord. Why you do that?
Bro, we was part of a smoking fraternity in college.
A what?
Yes.
Huh?
I was the smoking fraternity in college, bro. I held my own though.
I am the weakest damn week. But yeah, we was out there. I rolled the blunt blindfolded. That was part of being on the line.
Yeah.
The fire alarm went off.
What initiation is that?
It's the perfect initiation.
I mean, I didn't have to roll in damn near the dark, but blindfold.
They was serious, okay? They was real serious, baby. We was
What we had to
blindfolded.
do?
We was in Steeples Glen, and
Cause I done forgot what we had to do.
I don't know, baby. They had been blindfolded me. That boy was in the, I gotta remember. You can't be saying people's name on it, but damn, I'm like, people gonna know that name too. So, but that child, you know what I'm saying? He got me up in there. This fucking this headband on my eyes, y'all. I did it though. I rolled it up. I rolled it. I rolled it. Somebody else had to break it down for me, but I rolled it up, and I did pretty good. And we didn't even get to smoke right then because the fire alarm went off, and we was smoking in college, and these in they apartment like style dorms or whatever. And the fucking alarm went off, and we got the fuck out of there.
Everybody except for me and Bree.
Y'all, you stayed.
Me and Bree stayed in. We said, shit, we already smoking. We just sat there and finished the blunt.
Did the
Said, oh no. But I don't know. I was gone.
No, nobody came. And me and Bree waved the smoke away from the smoke detector, and that bitch went off. And we sat there and finished the blunt. Or it was either me and Kasaya that stayed, or me and Bree that stayed. But one, me and somebody else stayed.
I'm like, niggas, and then mind you, it's buku people. We're rushing the door. Bye. Great times though. Great times.
Amazing time.
Definitely.
Yeah, I sound like y'all.
Oh, college was great.
Yeah, my first 2 years of college.
College was great.
It was. I had me some good times.
Like, woo! Woo! That freshman year though, Shaniqua.
See, I wasn't up for that freshman year. I came the next year.
I
Girl,
came
what
the
year?
semester before you.
What year was that? That me, you, and
I came 2010.
you pipes.
You came. You must have came spring of 2010.
Spring
In fall
2010.
2010. Because I had just graduated in spring in May. Came in the fall August.
I came in spring 10, honey, and I met Shaniqua the first day, my first day on campus. You want Shaniqua? You want to be best friends?
She don't never remember when people that met her, bro.
Shaniqua, you want to be best friends?
Sure.
That's how we became best friends. You want to be best friends? Why not?
And we was.
And we've been best friends ever since.
I actually met them on my own terms.
You did.
Shaniqua, the first time I actually met her, she was in my biology class. Using my biology and my speech class. And so she sat behind me one day and asked me what did
she left the biology class.
I'm dead.
Oh my goodness. And then Mariah.
She was like, and that's the story.
I've been Mariah on my own terms too. It's actually indeed a little frightening, I might add.
Don't do that. We're not gonna tell that story today. That's a different story. I'm not that frightening, guys. I'm not. I'm really not. I'm selective. I'm selective.
I was like, I'm not supposed to be here.
Are you?
She can smell me.
It's somebody new here. But no, look. You know, I knew that I'd be meeting you that day. You know, I knew that.
Yeah. Not even like an hour later, here we are talking about everything.
While smoking.
Yeah,
we were smoking.
You smoke?
We were smoking. It's like, this girl not that bad.
Yes, I do.
You knew all my damn friends, and I didn't know her. How the hell you know her? Then I'm like, all my friends aren't the same type of people. So, how the hell do you know all my friends? And of course, like that, I'm like, reserved because y'all my friends. These my friends. And I'm not like I'm very like, you know, ha funny and all that shit. But I don't trust people for real. So like new people be like, ah. So who is that? But she came. She was beautiful as she is today.
I have a gentle soul, y'all.
And we literally talked. And then we talked, and then like we weren't separated anymore. Then she left us.
Come back home, started going to your shoe.
But as you can see today, we're still not separated.
No. And then last Miss Baked Potato over there, I've been knowing her since middle school. And we had met through a mutual friend. They introduced her. It was her first day at school because I'll never forget this. She definitely rubbed me the wrong way. Motherfucker sat down at the table, and our mutual friend was like, "This is my friend Taylor. This is her first day. You know, it's a new school. Whoop de whoop de whoop." I was like, "Okay, hey Taylor." This motherfucker looked at me with her damn glasses. Don't look me up and down and do like this and gonna turn her head. I said, "Oh."
I don't recall that. I don't know.
I don't think I'm gonna like her.
Look, Morgan remember it vividly, okay?
I don't forget. I was like, oh.
He remembers. Okay.
Taylor be trying to say she wasn't mean, but she was mean, bro. She was mean.
Taylor wasn't mean. She was selective too.
Nigga, she was selective to everybody except herself.
I had to vet you. You know what I'm saying? I had to.
You know what? As I really want to think about it, she actually just started kind of like gradually started like talking to people. From what I can't remember, because I do remember. I don't forget that. Some shit I just don't. You know, I was like that. I ain't gonna forget that shit because I ain't think I was like her. That's why I knew. I was like, she made my shit list because how dare you? When I'm just trying to, be a friendly face. I know what it feels like to be at a new school and you gonna do that shit to me? Okay, motherfucker. You and your
That's
glasses.
how I help you.
But nevertheless,
Look where we are.
Here we are.
nevertheless,
Here we are. Some 10 years later.
shit, over 10 years later.
I don't even. I can't.
Yeah,
I
oh,
can't no more.
please.
Over 10 years later. But we want to thank you, Weedies. You feel me, for coming out, and because y'all stay strong. You know what I'm saying? We've been bullshitting for a little minute now, but we gave y'all a little think piece, some shit to, you know what I'm saying? Break your
Thank
fingers a little bit tight up in the comments and interact and engage in the discussion and the dialogue. But you know, of course, before we go, definitely gonna hit y'all with that promo. You feel me?
That's the gayest music that I've ever heard in my fucking life. They didn't have any other choices.
That girl hated it.
I hate it. Oh my
Shit.
god.
I love
This is about your
gay
fucking
music.
ducks. This is about your fucking ducks.
Ducks.
Okay?
Girl, the ducks in the background would have been light years ahead of whatever music was in the background.
Girl, fuck them ducks and your light years and all that shit. Fuck all that shit. Fuck it.
Those were a few of
I'm talking about
them.
my damn promo video. When I asked you motherfuckers, did you like it? That's the part she not telling. When I asked you motherfuckers, did you like it? Everybody, I like it. It's nice. It's fine. It's dope. Nah, this the gayest music ever. Fuck your ducks.
Honestly, it
Man.
was cool at first, bro. But after hearing that whole so many times, it's just too cheerful and
You need to be cheerful about that promo music because that's what it is.
I'm gonna redo that whole put the Grinch music.
Hell.
in it.
You will not.
I hope your ducks burn in a blaze of fire. I hope that fucking pumpkin get some damn oil in it and somebody strike a match while the duck's still sitting in there. And I hope they bust into flames. All of them just click pop.
Wow.
Feathers everywhere.
Girl, tell
That's
the
what I
ducks
want for your ducks.
it. Girl, tell the ducks it.
Girl, tell us that. She's gonna play it in a minute.
Fuck
It's
the
fine.
ducks. Fuck the ducks. Fuck the ducks. Fuck the ducks. Yeah. Now I'm on your ass now. I hope the ducks die. I hope the bitches don't fly. I hope the bitches die in a fire. It's dire. I
You gonna have the
for
duck
your
answer
ducks
this
to
on my
fucking
shit.
die. Because I hate the
Yo.
ducks getting hit by a truck.
Hold
I hope
on.
it's up and break and fall. You know the ducks when they walk? No. These bitches ain't walking no motherfucking well. I hope them bitches die. I don't care. Fuck the ducks. Fuck the ducks. The ugly ass ducks. Fuck the ducks. Stupid ass.
Man. Ignorant.
I gotta chill.
That's what you call ignorant.
I gotta chill.
Yo. We love that.
Not these motherfucking ducks. These ducks. This is just being fed.
I love y'all.
Oh my God. On that note, shit. Thank you, Weedies, for waking with BakedMarys. Look, and remember to always start your day off on a high note. And please always remember that you have officially been baked. Baked. Bake.
Bye. See y'all next time.